Hello, there we are. It's Sigrid Cast, book writing, publishing, and marketing strategist and owner of Sticky Big Marketing. Now, that's a long introduction, isn't it? Well, it's me, and I want to give you a tip today all around writing your book and what happens with many people who write without planning, without a strategy in mind, and they find by the end of the entire process that their book is not as successful as they had hoped for. So what makes it not successful? The biggest issue that people come across is they write a book expecting to automatically already fall into the category of being known, being well known. When a well-known writer or celebrity writes their book, then it instantly is propelled to become well-known everywhere. The biggest reason people are not successful with their book, people in business, coaches, consultants, entrepreneurs, they're not as successful as they had hoped for because they write their book as if they were already well known, one of those celebrities. The mistake that they most of the time make is to choose a book topic and a title that is trying to reach everybody out there and not a specific reader. And what happens a lot of the times is that people contact me and ask, I have this idea and will I succeed? Is this, I have this very particular hurdle that I came across myself and I want to let everybody else know so they don't make the same mistakes, that they can get through it fast. That is great. That is really great. When we attach it to something that you can choose an audience, a specific audience who will want to read about that particular topic. One of the topics that keeps coming up a lot, of course, is when it is something to do, a personal experience, having overcome a hurdle like some real bad family or personal issues. And I don't want to go too negative here, but, some really bad experiences throughout their childhood, perhaps, and they've come through it and had all these different stages in life. And that can be a very powerful experience and help people with it. But you need to decide at the point in time when you want to write your book, what is the actual outcome that you want to achieve with that? To simply write about such a topic in a broad spectrum way, like perhaps, Oprah does, or big name already celebrities, is not going to work for you because you're not already well known. So people will not flock to your book to want to know and buy it because they don't know your name. When Oprah writes a book, or Tony Robbins writes a book, or Simon Sinek or somebody like that writes a book, their books sell not because of the book. They sell because of their name. They are not using the book to get a name. They are using the book to wider and further become known and establish their overall authority they already have. But when we in business haven't got that wide-ranging recognition already, and we use the book to establish that, we need to go about it in a different way, almost like from back to front to what these people do. We need to have a clear outcome in mind, a purpose, what we want to use that book for to achieve something. Now, I keep talking about my very first book, and I'm just going to use that again because that example is, it just rolls off my tongue so easily, and I can't even grab my book because I didn't put it here already handy for me. The first one I wrote, the outcome for me was very clear. I wanted the book to establish my expertise in working with staff, my expertise to find and keep great people in your business. That was the outcome. I wanted the book to do that for me. When you have an experience, a bad experience that you've overcome into a good experience, into a good life, how are you going to angle that to achieve what outcome? Your bad experience in itself, loads of people have terrible experiences. Similarly, perhaps in different cultures, perhaps in different surrounds, but the experiences themselves may be fairly similar, especially for women. We have got those types of traditional kind of really bad experiences. So look at what is it you want to achieve. Do you want to establish yourself as an authority or an expert in the outcome you achieved? So can you teach people? Can you coach people? Can you mentor people? Is that going to be the outcome that you want to draw people to you to come to you for that expertise that you now have? Is your main objective that you're already working in some area and you just want to really share your personal story, but again, still talk about the expertise that you have and therefore draw more people to come to you? Do you want to use that book to get that topic that you are writing or wanting to write about, that you get that topic out there into the media, into wider recognition? If it is about, getting equal pay for women, for example, just off the top of my head, if that is something that you want to write about because you personally achieved that perhaps, and that was, where you had all those hurdles and bad experiences, but you got through, then if that is the outcome, you want to have more recognition for the topic, then that book needs to be written very differently. If you're after book sales and purely want to be called an author making sales with your book, that's a very different approach to writing your book again. And as I said before, if you're not already a well-known personality, people will not come and rush to your book to buy it because of you. They will come because of the topic and the title of your book. And if those don't match a specific audience, a specific person who will want to know about that, then you're not going to get a successful outcome. Now, I hope that makes sense. And if you have questions, direct questions, and you would like to get my help, then contact me. I am in social media. Simply send me a private message. Sigrid de Cast, my business is Sticky Beak Marketing, and I am a book writing, publishing, and marketing strategist.